Hello, my friends. Today I'm in the National History Museum. Join me as we explore it. Let's begin. Chapultepec Castle is a building located in the first section of the Chapultepec Park in Mexico City. It has a primarily Baroque and neoclassical architectural design. Here we are in the garage room. This was the garage used daily by Maximilian and Charlotte, but it was also used by Benito Juarez. This is the carriage in which Maximilian of Habsburg arrived from Italy and accompanied him on his trip to Mexico. And this other one is the Benito Juarez. The history dates back to the New Spain era when viceroys Matias and Bernardo de Galvez began reconstruction of a vacation mansion between 1689 and 1687. Then it was a military college during the American invasion, and after that there was the residence of Maximilian and Charlotte from 1864 to 1867. And from 1867 to 1870, there was no occupation there. The National Observatory from 1789 to the 1883. Then Manuel Gonzalez newly adapted the Chapultepec Castle for the presidential residence during 1884 to 1934. And then Lázaro Cárdenas adapted for the National History Museum in 1944. 100 years passed since independence, and there has been three main movements or three main events that mark the history of Mexico. In 1847, Mexico lost a lot of territory with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo against USA. In 1867, the Maximilian monarchy, and obviously with Charlotte, her wife. And the third one, the Porfiriato, from 1876 to 1911. During this period, the international recognition of the country and boost of our economy, Maximilian of Habsburg and Charlotte arrived in our country with French support to halt the advance of American invasion into the America continent. The Chapultepec Castle was built as a place for the viceroys to rest and stay away from the city at that time. And nowadays it is currently located in the city center, near the BBVA Tower and Reforma. Maximilian of Hamburg Amber's reading room, and when it was used as an observatory, it was used in the second astronomer's room. In the presidential residences, it was considered a billiard room. It still has all the original furnishings. Is the game This one is the game room for leisure time, where the games such as cards, bolero, badminton, tops, and bowls were played. This space was primarily occupied by smokers, whether from the royal residence or during the attempt to establish a monarchy in Mexico. This one is what used for after dinner gatherings and smokings. Here we find the dining room occupied this in all Alcazar eras. Housing dozens or servants whose labors made the difficult possible and took care of everyone's need. Since its inhabitants, it has been used as Maximilian's residence as a kitchen, in the director's observatory room, and in the presidential residences as a dining room. This one is the Carlotta's bedroom in Maximilian's residence, the staff rooms in the director's observatory, and bedrooms of the following presidential periods. This is the tea room where several ladies, chosen from the most notable families of Mexico, enjoyed the company. This is the Gobelin Room, which is the family traditions. The noble things of Europe demonstrate their oblongo. Its rooms with works of art and pieces of fine design have emerged. Portraits of Maximilian and Carlotta are accompanied by those of the French monarchs Napoleon and his wife Eugène de Montijo, who were their tutors. The interior staircase was built during the government of Manuel González, who made a significant contribution to converting the Alcázar into a comfortable residence with accessible spaces. The president and his wife's rooms were located on the upper floor. They were connected by a staircase to the reception room and the dining room. An elevator arrived during the Porfiriaton along with electricity. This is the Hall of Agreements. The cabinet members and the presidents met together to resolve political issues here. Here you can see a beautiful view. This one is the antechamber, was a reception area leading up to the Hall of Agreements. Now we go up to the stairs. It's a magnificent place. Here is the Porfirio Diaz bedroom. Once it was the Altazimut, the first vertical tower, and a private secretary. The second one is the bedroom of Carmen Romero Rubio, the wife of Porfirio Diaz. Here you can see a very beautiful vitrine. A home study. In Maximilian's residence, it was Carlotta's study center, later the meteorological department, and in Porfirio Diaz's residence, the green room. The ambassador's hall, renovated in Porfirio's estate to make it more luxurious. This tower has endured a lot of history, since it was primarily a pre-Hispanic center. It was later demolished and used as a chapel to Saint Angel. It was demolished again, and the tower was built elevated 45 meters above the Mexico City and used as a lookout. Here you can see a 360 view. Now we go to see some murals. Here you can find the mural of the American Intervention, painted by Gabriel Flores in 1970. It depicts the fall of Juan Escutia, is the upper one, the one of the center, and Juan of Escutia was one of the child heroes who fought against the United States in the battle against the capture of the castle in 1847. We have the mural of the Allegory of the Revolution located on the main staircase. This painting attempts to give an overview of the revolutionary landscape when Mexico was under the regime of Porfirio Diaz. At the top we have leaders such as Francisco I. Madero, Venustiano Carranza, and Álvaro Obregón. He, Here we have jade and ivory objects from the 18th century of the New Spain. We can go any further, but this was a large part of the National History Museum. This museum not only tells us history, we can also see the art representing the aforementioned historical events. It is a space where art and history converge to narrate the identity of Mexico. This space was not only houses historical objects but also houses a vast collection of artworks that reflect key moments in the country's cultural evolution, from murals by iconic artists such as José Clemente Orozco and David Alfaro Sicruis two pieces spanning a pre-Hispanic period throughout the 20th century. The art in this museum not only beautifies but also educates, it connects visitors to the past of Mexico. Each work and object tells a story, and together they form a mosaic that allows us to understand the richness and diversity of Mexico's heritage. The art in Chapultepec Castle is not only a testament to the past, but also a bridge to represent reminding us the importance of preserving and valuing our cultural history. And now, if you want to visit the Chapultepec Castle, you also need the entire day because and you could have several problems that you could not get the connection between the morals and the story. The history, sorry. That's all from the video. I hope you like it.